Okay, trying to remember where we are. We just beat Kashatri, the cocaine demon, and retreated for rest and security to the shelter of the temple where Oakley is waiting for you guys. And did everybody roll for their regaining healing
Check,
surges?
1, 2.
That's a good check.
Yeah, we haven't rolled yet.
You haven't rolled yet. Okay, perfect. So we can say that it's the next morning. So then this is the dawning of day 13.
There we go.
Oh, here's the interesting bit. So that's I don't know if you have any pluses or minuses for your endurance check, Valhalla, but because of the cocaine that you all snorted yesterday, this particular endurance check is going to be at -5 to everybody's skill.
What? So we're like coming off of it?
Yeah.
We're like,
So unless you do some more cocaine, you're going to be at -5 to all your skills.
for how long?
Do
For
I just
a little bit.
do I just keep on the cocaine?
Yeah, you keep on the cocaine now. You can decide, Vince. It's up to you. You're going to be using X amount of cocaine now. Do you want to do a little extra cocaine to get really high and give yourself that +5 to your skills again? But it means that your down is going to be even more severe the next time.
I'll just do normal amount.
All right, so Vince does enough cocaine to feel like a normal human being.
So that 18 is -5 to that endurance.
Which is 13, so you fail. So you only regain 1 healing surge. Same goes for you, Valhalla. You only regain 1 healing surge. Murgatroyd is fine.
But since I failed the endurance, does that mean I'm at -5 to all my skills?
Yes. The -5 to all your skill checks is because you guys are coming down off of the cocaine you all inhaled.
Okay, so the -5 is regardless of whether or not I pass the endurance test.
Yes, this endurance check was to regain healing surges.
Gotcha.
And it looks like everyone but Murgatroyd failed.
Do we regain health? I don't know how long of a rest we've taken.
It's an extended rest, but the way that you regain health is even during a short rest, you can spend as many healing surges as you want to regain health. So you can regain all the health you want, but it costs you healing surges. And this roll is to regain healing surges.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. If anyone also wants to use one, they also get +1. Oh, Johnny, I picked my new Sorcerer Daily Scroll.
Excellent. Is it the one you said in the email?
Nope, it's actually I don't know if I posted it to you or not. It's Thunder's Leap. I'll post you the stats right now, either in this or on Mumble, whatever you prefer.
Thanks. Yeah, go ahead and send it to Roll20. It's fine.
Okay.
You can just send me the link to the wiki.
That wiki's old and only has some of the things. It doesn't have everything.
Oh, okay, perfect. Then you can just you know what? Just you can save the stats. I trust you. When it becomes pertinent, then we'll look into it.
Okay. I'll have it here in a second, but yeah, we'll figure it out.
You guys wake up the next morning and you all feel shitty because you did a bunch of cocaine yesterday. Some more than others.
Yay.
You drag ass all morning. I guess you get Sublime to cook, which no, because if Vince brought back cocaine, Sublime did some of that, so he feels awful too. Oakley takes pity on you guys because you've been doing such good work in finding the relics. He prepares you guys a breakfast, and you all...
Yeah, he's doing a great job.
You all have a leisurely meal and lie-in with damp cloths on your foreheads and stuff, except for Murgatroyd. He feels great. And round about noon is when you guys finally roust yourselves. And this is the check. Everyone can make an endurance check. It's going to be -5, and the DC is 13 to see if you can escape this -5.
Do I have a -5 for, like, even though I feel like...
No, Vince, you don't have to make this roll at all. You feel great.
Okay. I offer everybody up some cocaine.
Elliot, you will continue to have this -5 until you take another quote-unquote short rest. So another 3 hours of rest, and you can make another save to try and get out of this. Jack, however, feels brilliant. He has had a
Oh,
gigantic cow piss, and all the cocaine is out of his system.
sorry, John. I thought the DC was 15.
It is, but you're still at -5 because you're coming down from the cocaine.
Oh, so I actually rolled an 11.
Yeah, unfortunately, still a little.
But
too low.
if I tie, do I succeed, or is a tie still a fail?
No, a tie is a succeed.
Okay, I'll use my heroic resolve now and boost that to 15.
All right, so you use your heroic resolve in a way that is very appropriate this time, and shake yourself, shake the cobwebs out of your brain, and get yourself back on your feet, and gird your loins to the task ahead.
A few good slaps to the face, and I will be exceedingly grumpy for the rest of the day.
No, Valhalla still feels like ass. Now, Vince is offering you some cocaine, and you're pretty sure that if you do some, you'll feel better.
Valhalla totally would. Valhalla totally would do more cocaine.
But just enough to get straight, right?
Totally. He would just do one glove finger of cocaine.
Okay, Valhalla takes a little bump of cocaine, and you can, you're back up to feeling normal again. You feel a little jazzed. You're awake. You're like, okay, this is normal, right? Yeah, you're pretty sure this is how normal people feel.
I think you described that coke feeling pretty well. This is how normal people feel, right?
Yeah. Is it right? Yeah. No, this is normal. Good. I'm straight. Yeah. Nobody knows a thing.
Normal people hate everything.
Normal people, not normal Jake. Okay, so while you guys are having a bit of a leisurely morning, is there anything in particular you'd like to do?
This morning?
Yeah, so while you guys are kind of dragging ass around the fire.
Can I take a look at that map? Like, can you put us on there so I can look at the Guardmore Abbey?
You guys don't have a map proper, but you're on the high ground, so you can just kind of like step outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the Dragon's Cave is, and the hidden staircase is right beside it. Someone very artfully and skillfully photoshopped all of the details out of this picture, and I was pretty impressed. I wish he had done it with all the other maps in Guardmore Abbey too, because all the other ones still have the monster tokens and the numbers indicating where to go and do stuff.
I forget what this bottom building was.
That's the one you guys haven't been in, because that's the one that was locked.
Right, we didn't have a robe when we wanted to go in there.
Oh, right.
Like it was like rubbing the robe ineffectually against the door.
What are you guys doing? Shh. Go back to sleep. We're just trying to unlock this door. This is how it works, right? Well, I say we go down there.
All right. So after you guys have had a leisurely lie-in for the morning, and Oakley has once again helped you out by serving up a hearty bisque for lunch, you all feel warmed, and you have either gathered your wits about you enough to get your head together, or self-medicated yourselves back to feeling of normalcy. I'm having one of those days where I'm like really cottony in the brain, so if it's taking me a while to find the right words, you just have to bear with me today, fellas.
No worries.
Yes, you can all decide to follow Elliot south to this building if you would like. Or you can contest Elliot and decide to try and convince him to go somewhere else. It's up to you guys.
Let the rogue skull get out.
First things first, let's all split up.
Yeah. John, you can run 5 games at once, right?
Oh, God. Yes.
We may have to if we don't. Honestly, if the deck of many things isn't all in Guardmore Abbey, then we're probably going to have to split up and scour the countryside for the rest of them.
Sorry, I didn't know that it would post like all over the place. I thought it would be nice and concise, but that's my ability.
Right on. That's fine. You jump a number of squares equal to your speed. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a lightning jump, or sorry, a thunder jump. It's like the most Valhalla I've ever heard of.
That's awesome. It's like
Do you
Thunder Gun
do-
Express.
Do you do a high kick and guitar solo and slide on your knees afterwards?
Yeah, it's kind of like a stage dive, but I just jump really high before I do the dive.
What's the name of this spell again?
Thunder Leap. So we haven't gone yet. Where else haven't we gone?
Essentially, everywhere is on the outskirts. I think we went to a mage tower. I'll draw where we are.
How many cards do we have so far? 3?
5.
5. Dang.
Yeah, so I think on the northern part is like the orc village. We didn't go there, and then east and south is like Spiderlands. There's, I think, another mage tower possibly down here. Oh, hell. We don't want to go wherever those are. They're usually pretty faggy.
Hey, 2015. Come on.
Okay.
Just for my own recollection and note keeping here, which are the cards that you guys have?
The court jester, the 3 beautiful women, the eagle's talons gripping a bleeding substance, gemstone, and a dungeon.
I have no problem going south, I guess. I'm not too concerned where we go. Is south where you just drew, Johnny? Is that where we would be heading towards?
Murgatroyd did, but yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll go to the door and jiggle the handle, see if it's unlocked.
No, it continues to be locked. Pardon me. I was just a little distracted with some note taking there, but I'll figure it out. Yes, so the door continues to be locked, and you sense, Elliot, by examining this lock, even those of you by thumbing the lock release and trying to turn the knob, that the lock is has not been used in a very long time. So there's a great amount of rust involved as well here.
Jack slams the door with his open palm.
All right, the noise kind of booms inside as though the interior of the room is empty. You know, when you walk into an empty room and you make noise and you hear the very signature echo of bare walls, you get that kind of sound coming back towards you.
How tall is this building? How many floors?
This is only a single-story building, and as you look up, you can see that the slate roof is damaged in some places, and you're pretty sure if you get a little bit of vantage, you could look up and see that there are holes in the roof.
And windows?
There are... Hang on, I will check. I believe there's windows, yeah.
Mostly just if, like, there's holes in the roofs and smashed windows, then we're going to be fighting something that doesn't walk.
There are small, low windows near the awnings, high up, so that even in the rain, the windows could be open and water could not get in. However, all the windows are shut with their wooden shutters, and they are moldy with age and mossy with neglect.
All right, let's see if I can pick this lock.
Heck yeah. All right, so with some judicious application of lubricants and a little bit of grinding with your tools, you are able to trip the lock, Elliot.
Okay. Push it open from the outside.
It pulls. It's a pull door.
Oh, okay. Pull it open from the outside, stepping well back.
Excellent. Let me find which map I need to put you guys on. Okay, if I can get everyone to make sure that their numbers are all correct and then gather in the fountain, I will copy and paste you onto the next map. Don't forget to bring your sword, Elliot.
Thanks.
Oh, and Sublime's coming too, is he?
He doesn't have a reason to stay here anymore if he's guarding the prisoner.
Can you ping wherever you put us? Or shift ping or whatever it is.
Are we in the wizard's tower? Okay, never mind.
Sorry, yeah. I'm just recycling the same map as the Wizard's Tower. Oops. All right, so yes, you have picked the lock on this door, which opens into the crumbling remains of stone walls and rubble-strewn floor. Oh my goodness, I can't even speak and read. Are all that's left of this once impressive building. A few ramshackle bunks can just be made out. Not by you guys, because I didn't extend your field of view that far. You get the distinct impression and the lingering smell of gym socks that makes you believe that this was probably the barracks for the working class knights, whereas the better, more high-ranking paladins got to stay in the church back rooms where you guys may camp the first night. This was the place for the working class knights. You can just make out a well here that descends deep into the darkness.
Sublime is gone.
Oop, okay, I'll grab him. I'm just going to illuminate the whole thing because why not? Okay, don't go any too much further into the room because doings a transpire. Let me grab Sublime and I'll be right back. All right. As you make your way into this barracks. Yes, we all recall the adventure of Timmy in the well. You hear something slithering in the rubble here. The rocks shift, and there's a sound of some kind of creature disturbing the gravel.
Nobody move.
I'll move. I'm backing up.
I'm gonna try and talk to it.
What do you say?
I'll say, hello, we come in peace.
No response.
I'm gonna try and reach out into the pile of rubble and see if I can sense what life is in there.
You're putting your hand in the rubble that's moving?
No, reach out with my blood ability.
Excellent. Yes, you especially now you're in slightly more enhanced, which I have to remember to make a note of that and alter your blood power level. You do not sense any snakes, any serpent life in the pile of rubble.
Okay. Is this also a well or a hole?
Yes, that is a place where the floor has collapsed away. As you guys know, that there are some tunnels and crypts and whatnot located underneath the hilltop here. So it is not surprising that there are some sinkholes, and this particular building has fallen into the most disrepair. So it has a few sinkholes that have opened up.
Is there any, tapestry, or is this really a working class, low income stuff? There's no art or any personal effects scattered around?
No, this place is pretty derelict. The bunks that remain are all completely dilapidated, with moss and mushrooms growing up out of the mattresses. There is no objet d'art. There is hardly anything but rubble and cobwebs and mold. This room was thoroughly gone over.
Seems highly unlikely that any of the deck is going to be in here. Can I pick up a rock and toss it into the well?
Yes, you can. Elliot,
I want to discern how far down it is.
Excellent. Yes, it falls for enough of a distance that you go, that's pretty, and then you hear it, not a splash as much as a thwop, as though it was hitting something stagnant and thick, like dropping a flat rock into a beaver marsh.
Right.
Do I still have my
Do you still have your what? Pardon me.
my candle from the dungeon?
Yes, you do.
I'll light that and drop it down. Gather round, fellas.
All right, please scratch the candle off your list. You watch it fall for quite a good distance. Your guess is maybe about 4 stories before it, for a split second, illuminates a mossy and murky pool of water that is rippling from the stone Elliot dropped into it. And then as the candle hits and extinguishes, the well is plunged back into darkness, and you're left blinking at the after images of the pinpoint of the candlelight on your retinas.
Cool. But all I see is moss, eh?
Down there, yeah. The walls are really slick with neglect, moss and mold creeping up. You can see the odd little shelf of mushroom fungus. You would not want to drink from this well unless you were a hardy dwarven constitution.
Does it bell out? Like, does it look like the bottom is the same diameter as the top up here?
If anything, it looks like the bottom is slightly smaller.
So, okay. So it's not likely that anything is down there other than moss.
I shout into the well. Hello, baby.
All right, it's not a great echo chamber because it's so skinny, but you do get some kind of, it's like a rapid echo coming back. I think. I'm not sure. I'm not a flipping acoustical psychologist, so I'm not sure exactly what kind of echoes you'd get. But the only response that it elicits is that the creature located in the rubble scuttles out and attacks the person who's closest, which will be Vince. A carrion crawler. And then another one comes out of this pile. And we'll see where they go on their initiative. But Mitch is going to get very attacked. I'm going to give the bad guys a combat advantage, or even a surprise round on you, Vince. Wow, no initiatives over 20. This is bad initiative rolls for you guys.
Yeah, for real.
All right, so the first thing that happens, interestingly enough, the first thing that happens is that Carrion Crawler gets his surprise attack against Vince. It crawls out from the pile of rubble, disturbing some rocks which cascade down like a tiny avalanche, and lunges at Vince like the gigantic, disgusting centipede that it is, attempting to bite you. 17 versus your AC, Vince.
That is a hit.
Yikes. 16 points of damage. Its large pincer mandibles take a gigantic chunk out of your thigh, and even through the kind of cocaine normalcy that you're feeling, you feel the bite and the sting of these many-toothed appendages.
Does it do necrotic damage by any chance?
No, it does not. It just does regular damage. But so as you all kind of turn suddenly to hear Vince's cry in pain as he is attacked by this carrion crawler, a large, seemingly rock-made creature that appears like some type of land shark crawls up out of this hole and charges at Elliot. Wow, 27 versus your AC, Elliot.
That'll be a hit.
12 points of damage as the armor plates on this thing, which mirror slate or some type of hardy stone, I guess more like flint, cut you as this thing kind of headbutts and charges its way towards you.
I'm sorry, I lost you when you said how much damage?
12 points of damage.
Thank
as
you.
The flint-like scales of this creature slash into you as it butts against you in a charge type attack. And then, Elliot, it is your turn.
My hit points didn't carry over. I had to do that. Okay. That's the 2. So that's an opportunity attack, probably.
Yes, it will snap at you with its gigantic teeth. 18 versus your AC.
Nope, that's a miss.
Good thing, too. That bite attack is brutal on that guy.
And we'll riposte. Oh, God. 16 versus AC is probably not a hit.
No, these gigantic centipedes have a chitinous shell, and you stab at it in vain with your dagger.
Okay, I'll let loose my dancing sword.
Alrighty.
You would add combat advantage.
Oh, right. So, yeah, 19 versus AC.
Still, unfortunately, not enough.
Does my dancing sword get combat advantage when I do?
Yes.
And does it get my combat advantage or just regular?
It just gets a regular +2 because of the creature would still be distracted by the other creature, so the sword is still technically flanking.
Gotcha. Wow. 18 versus AC is probably also not a hit.
Not a hit. The sword bounces ineffectually off of the shell of this gigantic tentacled centipede.
Yikes.
Jack, your turn. And Murgatroyd, I'm going to say that, yes, being a creature of the earth and knowing well of creatures that tunnel through the earth, in your dwarven research, you have heard of bullae, or bullets. I'll leave it up to you to decide if Murgatroyd's ever seen one. Oh, wait a minute. We established Murgatroyd's from the capital dwarven city, so you've probably seen a bullet shell in the Dwarven Museum of History. The Dwarven Museum of Natural History, they have the shell of a bullet on display. So, yes, you have seen one of these before, but probably never a living one.
Right.
That is a hit, Jack.
And Vince gains a +1 bonus to AC until the end of my next turn.
Excellent. The Minotaur steps forward and cracks down with his axe on the back of the carrion crawler. And with the success of his strike, Vince, you feel a slight blessing from the Minotaur gods of yore. Valhalla, your turn.
Have we gone past a day?
Yes, you guys had a night's sleep, so you got your dailies back. We'll jump Herpes in here in a second. But Dave, go ahead and make an endurance check for me to regain healing surges. Okay, so unfortunately, you only regain 1 healing surge. I've put you on the map up here, Herpes. And now make another endurance check for me to see if... Oh, you weren't in the room when the cocaine happened, so that's okay. So you only regain 1 healing surge. Did you find yourself there on the map, Dave?
I'm just... Oh, there I am. I see.
Perfect.
You're like the only one not addicted to demon cocaine.
Good to hear.
And I'll get you to roll initiative. And Valhalla, your turn.
All right, I'm going to start things off right. I'm going to do some compulsion. Actually, no, sorry. Do I know anything of these creatures as well?
That's a tough one. What skill would you like to try and roll to glean information? History, dungeoneering, or nature? I'm sorry, Graham, I didn't hear what skill you were rolling against.
Sorry, I don't know why my mumble's doing that, but I'm going to roll nature for 17.
Excellent. And which creature are you focusing on? The carrion crawlers or the bullet?
I'll do it on the carrion crawlers.
All right. With a nature skill of 17, you know that carrion crawlers, you've heard through your various travels and being a bard, that carrion crawlers are scavengers, and they're not, particularly aggressive or, like active hunters. And these ones are probably only attacking you guys because you have disturbed their nest. Also, you know that their bite is not poisonous, but their tentacle sting is.
Okay. And how big is this guy?
They are large. So they are, Yeah, I'm gonna say rough estimate 8 to 10 feet long, 3 feet in diameter, and when they raise up like the one in the picture is doing, it towers over you.
Okay. And can I roll separately to know if I know anything about bullets?
You can, but it'll take another minor action.
No, I won't bother. Okay. I'm going to use. I'll use a free action to yell out what I just know. Fellas, leave the carrier alone. He'll leave you alone if you don't bother him, and he's a little on the poisonous side.
We already attacked him, though.
Well, then just leave that shit be.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use compulsion on the bullet. Oh, wait. How big is the bullet? And how big is the well?
The bullet is very large, and the well is normal sized. So, from the looks of it, if you're thinking of putting the bullet in the well, it would get stuck. Also, you just saw the bullet kind of tunnel up from underground, so you can assume that these things are champion diggers.
Okay. All right. Last
From
question.
underground through rock.
If I have an ability that allows me to slide something, can I use it on a rock instead of on a monster?
What is the ability in question?
Compulsion.
No, you can't compel a rock to slide.
Mental illness, or like a mental effect, I would imagine. You can compel a rock to do anything.
It is a charm.
Yeah, you be as charming as you want. You can't charm a rock to slide.
Fair enough.
If it was like a Jedi thing, maybe like the Force powers or whatever. The sinuses.
Good question, though.
Yeah, worth a shot. Okay, I'm going to forget all that then, and I'm going to use Stirring Shout on the bullet.
Okay.
14 versus Will.
That is unfortunately not enough. The large, stony creature seems impervious to your shouts.
All right, in that case, I'm going to move over here.
Excellent. Sublime also retreats to this corner. All right. The carrion crawler will, with its teeth already sunk into Vince's leg, attempt to now whip him with a tentacle. Oh, that is a critical success, which is unfortunate for Vince. 15 points of damage, and you take 5 ongoing poison damage, and you are slowed. Save ends both, Vince.
Bloody.
Dang.
Guy's a dick.
Yes, more ongoing poison damage for those of you who were here when you were fighting the something. There was a swarm of scarabs in the dungeon below. And you remember the awful effects that the poison had. This carrion crawler here, let me check their movement rate. Excellent. He will scuttle towards you guys. He's actually going to pull a Valhalla-Kazam and scuttle over to the wall, and then scuttle up along the wall to about there.
Quit biting my style.
All right, Herpes. The gang kind of left ahead of you, but you gathered your shit together and gulped down the last of the nourishing warm soup that Oakley had prepared for you guys and headed out the door doing hey, wait for me, guys. And you hear the combat break out inside the old abandoned barracks just as you round the corner.
Okay, and you said that we're fighting a bullet?
You're not sure what they're fighting. I can tell Dave. Yes, Dave, they are fighting a bullet. But Herpes doesn't know because he hasn't seen in the door yet.
Okay, do you want to catch me up on what a bullet actually is?
Nope. If you don't know, Herpes doesn't know.
It's right there.
That's what it looks like.
Right where? I'm not sure what I'm looking at.
So yeah, as you.
Oh, you're down over there. Oh, I'm all the way up here.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, give me.
Yeah, you're right here. Yeah, so that's the bullet. Everybody ping it again. I like the rainbow of pingings. Everybody ping, 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 ping.
All right, I see it.
Yes, so it is a large quadrupedal creature that looks like a land shark. but its skin has a very stony, smooth stone-like texture. These other two creatures in the room look like gigantic centipedes with nasty, venom-dripping tentacles and big, chompy mandibles.
Oh, okay. From where I am right now, I'm not able to see anything, am I?
No. You're going to have to at least get into that doorway.
Okay, I'm gonna move right to here. And I see whoever that is.
That's Vince. How long have you been with
Oh.
us here?
Oh, my screen is really zoomed out, so I don't really know
okay.
who's who.
There's a zoom in bar on the top right.
Oh, I know. I like to see the whole map. Personal preference. So this centipede thingy, does it look kind of soft and gooey, or does it look kind of...
It looks like it
What?
has a hard candy shell.
How many legs? All right.
Ascent.
Okay. So did I hear Valhalla yelling out, "Don't attack these things," or?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna come in and right to there and try and pull this thing off of Vince.
You can only interact with Vince in that square. You're not close enough to interact with the carrion crawler.
Okay, I'll try and pull Vince away from the carrion crawler.
Excellent. All right, make a contest of strength versus the carrion crawler. I rolled poorly. You have to beat a 10.
So I rolled, just confirm, I rolled D20 plus strength mod plus half level.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. You beat it just by 1, so you're able to wrest Vince from the jaws of this carrion crawler. All right, Murgatroyd, your turn.
I'll just step over here and reaping strike it and mark it. So assuming that's a miss, and I'll just do 3 damage.
Excellent. Murgatroyd steps forward and swinging diplomacy overhand, cracks it into the shell, and a blow that would normally not do any damage because of his martial training. Still causes some damage to the carrion crawler, and Murgatroyd calls it a giant nasty bug or some such thing and gains the carrion crawler's complete attention. Vince, at the top of your turn, please take 5 points of ongoing poison damage. And then it's your turn.
I'm going to curse him. Crit fail on an attack against...
Ouch.
Oh, God, with the trident. Okay,
Yeah.
Roll a d4. 1, 2, you hit Jack. 3, 4, you hit Herpes.
If you hit me, I'm pushing you right back into it.
3, 4. Make a secondary attack roll against Herpes, please.
14.
You rolled a D8 though.
Yeah.
Attack?
Yeah, another attack roll against
Or
Herpes.
that... Oh, sorry, I thought it was damage.
No. You don't automatically. I'm not going to make you automatically hit him. But, you got something ridiculous like plus 15 to your skill roll, so you're probably going to hit Herpes.
Crit fail.
Do not believe that. Okay, so...
That's insane.
I'm at a complete loss. I'm going to say that in overswinging past Herpes, you fall prone and you throw your trident.
Oh, God.
I thought he was going to stab me as a result.
Yeah.
It was tempting to make you make another, or succeed against Jack, but it's just, Did you have that bump point gold 2 crits in a row?
I think I did it before.
Okay.
I
Excellent.
don't have it now.
Well, in this case, yeah. So your wild flail caused you to fling your trident 3 squares, and you fall prone. And save versus your poison and your slowed. What was the other thing you have to save versus?
16.
All right, so you are no longer taking ongoing poison damage. Now save versus being slowed.
3.
All right. So unfortunately, because of the nature of the venom from the carrion crawler, your first failing throw when you are slowed means you are immobilized. So the stinging burn of the venom from the carrion crawler leaches into your muscles, causing them to seize. And you are, yeah, that's right. It's your third crit fail in a row. That's one for the record books. You find that you have lost control over your lower extremities, and you are now immobilized.
I think I need some more cocaine.
That's a distinct possibility. Okay, the bullet, or bulle, however you like, kind of continues on its charge. So as Elliot scampered away from it, it continued to thunder after Elliot and will buck you again with the large stone plates on the top of its head.
It wants to.
Oh, sorry, no, only the first attack is a bucking attack, then it goes into bites. So it is biting at you for a 19 versus your AC.
Oh, that's a hit.
This is not good. So a mouth that is larger than Elliot's entire body and has multiple rows of razor-sharp teeth clamps down on Elliot, the half of the jaw in his abdomen, the other half on the mid-thigh, meaning his entire groinal region is lost inside this creature. And Elliot takes 16 points of damage.
Ow, bloody.
Elliot, your turn.
Okay. 22 versus Will on the bullet. I'm going to try and get it to, do the fighty dance around me.
That is a success.
Haha! Can I get the... Oh, snap. Any chance we can have the dancing sword attack before me this turn?
I like it. Go ahead. It technically attacks at the same time as you, so...
Well, what I'd really like to do is only really switch places with it in this square.
Okay.
Into there. Okay, so don't worry. We'll have the dancing sword go after.
Okay. Where would you like to slide the bullet?
So I'm gonna shift it into there. I want to try and dance it around and using my dagger in its face, dislodge it and make it back up into the well.
Into the well. The well has a lip around it.
Oh, it's not flush with the floor?
No. But it is a large creature and the stones are pretty rotten. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that, yeah, you
I could do an attack roll or something to try and persuade it if you'd like.
No, I like it. The stones being neglected for so long, the moss has eaten away at the grouting between them, and you cause the creature to blunder its quite large backside into the well, and it goes in kind of feet first.
Yeah, I figured it wouldn't go all the way in, even just 1 foot stuck.
Yeah. Well, no, it's definitely waist down the well, and you can see its large front claws extend further, cutting large grooves into the stonework as it claws its way like a cat about to fall off the dinner table. But in this case, the claws are able to dig into the stone and keep it from falling into the well.
Okay, cool.
And then you can have the sword attack.
12 versus AC on the bullet. I'm guessing not a hit.
No, it bounces off of its stony hard exterior, ridiculously stony hard exterior. Valhalla, your turn.
And I'm gonna knack a potion. You got all the damage for the bullet?
Yes, I do now. Thank you for
Cool.
reminding me. Valhalla, are you there?
Yeah, sorry, I thought you were still calculating the stuff for Elliot. No. Is the bullet where is the bullet on the well?
The bullet
in the well?
is half in the well, so it's kind of hard to do on a two-dimensional image plane like this, but it's half in the well kind of thing.
Okay, that's cool. I'm gonna try to get the attention of this buddy here.
All right. In what way are you trying to gain the attention of this carrion crawler? Oh, did we lose you from Mumble again?
Shoot, sorry, I'm not used to this computer. I have the food in one hand, and I have it extended from my arm, and I'm waving it out, kind of like I'm jigging a fish. And the rest of my body is kind of extended, but very still. and
What-
then I'm trying
What?
to get its attention.
What is the food stuff?
Whatever the rations are for. I don't think it really describes what the food is.
If it's
Probably
adventure,
mostly bread and jerky and that kind of thing.
yeah, if it's adventurers rations, then it's like hardtack, which is mostly just like biscuits, and salted meats.
I'll take it. Salted meats and biscuits is great. I'm going to take a handful of that, 1 day's worth, and I'm gonna put in my hand so it can see it and it can smell it.
All right, make a nature check, please.
Make a what check, sorry?
Nature.
With pleasure.
I'm gonna say go ahead and add your
And add your
charisma
charisma.
bonus. Never mind.
Uh,
So you frantically dig into your packet and pull out a handful of the jerky and biscuit, maybe a little rind of some hard cheese, and go to wave it under the carrion crawler, but it's all a little too big and crumbly in your hand, and all of it just falls onto the ground at your feet.
okay. Is the meat still any good? I know the crackers and biscuits would be gone.
Yeah, the crackers have all crumbled into crumbs, but the jerky is still down there. However, you use your standard action. You can use your minor action this turn to scoop it up, but all you've really got left is a move and a minor.
Sorry, I don't know what's up with my mumble, but is the meat still any good? Or is it just, like, is the cracker all broken up but the meat still intact?
Yes, the cracker has broken apart, and we'll say the cheese rind has also snapped, but the jerky is just jerky. It's hard to hurt it. It landed on some moss, so it's maybe a little mossy, dirty now, but, it's jerky. You can just flick that off, and it's still good to go.
Can I pick that up in my turn? As a mine?
Yes, but that'll be, now all you've got left is a move on your turn.
That's right. I'll pick it up, and I will move towards this 1 square with it extended in front of me.
All
That's
right.
Valhalla.
The carrion crawler that Murgatroyd marked will turn and whip out a tentacle to try and sting you. Oh my god, he failed. I got a 2. If anyone would like to cash in a bump point to turn that into a crit fail, you can.
Don't have one.
No.
Okay.
I'll toss in one. I think I have one. Hold on.
In this instance, there's, I don't really know what will happen if this thing crit fails, so it might not be as awesome as saving that to save yourself from a crit fail later.
I'm gonna keep it for myself. Yeah, I don't really want to see it crit fail.
Perfect. All right. It
Yeah.
just misses Murgatroyd then. And the other carrion crawler will move towards Valhalla. And let's roll against its IQ. Wow. All right. It is just kind of curious. It senses that there's combat and things going on. It is not going to attack you, but it is not actively attacking you. So it kind of looks at you and looks down at the mess on the ground, and all of its tentacles are back, and it's looking like it's ready to strike at any moment, like a crazy Dilophosaurus about to eat up Newman in Jurassic Park.
Nice.
Herpes, your turn.
Okay, so I'm assuming Vince is still like right in front of me.
He sure is, although he's on the ground now, and he's saying that his legs, them shits ain't got no feelings no mo.
Okay, so I'm going to just grab him and like pull him out of the way just so he doesn't incur any more attacks.
Excellent. So move yourself back 1 square, and we'll slide Vince into the square that you used to occupy, unless you want to go to either side. No, you're going to go straight back. Perfect. All right, you pull Vince back out of melee range for the carrion crawler.
Okay, so I'm going to spend the rest of my turn just taking off that herpes robe that he made and start ripping it up and passing it to him so he can start bandaging himself up.
Excellent. That there's not much left to that robe. It turned from a robe into a cape because of the fire trap that you guys were caught into, and a lot of the sequins had fallen off. If I was a better linguist, I would try and come up with a humorous word that could be spelled with missing sequins in the name herpes. but I think Herbie's is still pretty funny enough. Anyway,
I think losing his cloak due to a burning sensation is pretty jokey enough.
So, yes,
Dude, that is brilliant.
You shrug off the cape and rip a few strips off of it and pass them over to Vince to use as bandages. Murgatroyd, your turn.
I'm going to try to bash down the bullet a little further into the well. Tied of iron with my shield.
Oh shit! Yeah, that is definitely a hit.
Don't do much damage, but I do push it a square.
Excellent. Yeah, Murgatroyd puts the bulk of his dwarven weight behind a strike, driving his shield into the bullet and forcing it deeper into the well. Now the bullet even more resembles a panicked kitten on a polished kitchen table, as all you can see is the head and the two front paws frantically scrabbling for purchase. This is the time you guys start frantically searching for the, picture of that kitten. I'm sure there's a GIF somewhere of kitten slipping off a kitchen table.
And then I guess I'll use an action point and then hit the carrion crawler and mark it again.
Excellent. Oh, and that's a hit this time. Nicely done.
So 14.
All right. Embiggened, which is totally a word. Embiggened by his success against the bullet, almost bouncing off of it using the momentum, swings around with diplomacy and crashes into the carrion crawler. You can hear some cracking as the shell plates are busted under the weight and force of diplomacy's strike. Vince, your turn. You continue to be immobilized.
Okay. I'll second wind, I guess.
Okay.
And that's... I can't teleport if I'm immobilized, can I?
Yes. I'm going to say in this instance you can, because the poison immobilized you, just meaning that your muscles couldn't move. You can go to another square teleport-wise. However, you will continue to be immobilized physically in that square.
Face step over to here.
Excellent.
And I'll pick up my trident.
You're lying on top of your trident because you're still prone.
Can I get up?
Did you skip me?
Did I? You're supposed to go after Elliot. I may very well have skipped you, Jack. I apologize for that. We'll take you right after Vince goes here. So yes, Vince, you can indeed stand up and pick up your trident.
Okay.
Go ahead and can you take that prone thing off your guy? I forget.
Yep.
Perfect. All right, Jack. Sorry for skipping your turn there.
I got to roll for
to save versus being
save.
immobilized. Yes. No, you continue to not have any sensation in your lower extremities. Jack shifts.
And I'm going to do a goring charge.
You need at least 2 squares to charge, unless it says differently on your Minotaur ability. I'm not sure.
It doesn't really say. I guess I'm going to do something else then. I guess I'm going to do a blazing beacon instead. Because why not?
Yes, you have to actually be charging to do the goring charge.
That's versus AC.
Unfortunately, that is not a hit. The chitinous exterior of this creature repels and rebuffs your attack, mighty as it may be.
And I think that's it.
All right. The bullet scrabbles with its front paws at the floor. However, it is mossy and neglected, so it may not gain purchase. Let me check. It's wow, that is almost a crit fail. This would be a chance if somebody wanted to turn this, spend a bump point and cause the bullet to fall all the way down the well. This would be an opportunity to do that.
I will. I'll do it.
All right, so the bullet frantically scrabbles for purchase, cannot find it, and with a look of slight surprise in its eyes as they widen, disappears backwards down the well. You can hear it grinding and disturbing stones and mushrooms as it falls, until the final sickening wet thwack as it hits the ground. It makes struggling bullet-type noises, which I'm not entirely sure what kind of sounds a bullet makes, so I'm going to say it's some kind of like chomping, grunty sound as it's fighting against its own girth and trying to find its purchase to begin digging its way out of this situation. Elliot, your turn.
Awesome. Does the carrion crawler look like it's still fighting?
Yes, the one does for sure. The one looking at Valhalla doesn't appear to be actively engaged in combat.
Can I stand on the rubble here, or is that difficult terrain?
It is difficult terrain. You can stand on it. It just costs double move to get there.
Oh, that's fine.
And you can't shift on difficult terrain.
That's fine. So I'm gonna 20 versus AC.
Unfortunately, not enough. Once again, your dagger fails to find purchase on the hard exterior shell.
And 26 versus AC?
That is a hit.
9 damage with the dancing sword.
Excellent. The dancing sword. Where you failed to find the mark, the sword does, clipping off one of the tentacles, which spews a little nasty-looking green venom and deep purple-looking blood. Jack, you're up with Valhalla on deck.
Again? Oh, yay.
Yeah, we skipped you, but now we're back to where you belong in the initiative order.
I'm just gonna do a priest shield again, I guess. Although I can't really give anyone a bonus versus AC.
Your axe slams into the hard candy coating of this creature and unfortunately glances off. They are quite durable, the plates of this creature. Valhalla, you're up.
All right. So I have this ration in front of me.
Oh, wait. That wasn't taking into account flanking. Combat advantage. Would that make a difference?
Unfortunately, no. These things have a disgustingly high AC. So yeah, 21 still doesn't hit. If that, you guys can log that piece of data away. Really, really grossly high AC on these carrion crawlers. Yes, Valhalla, you're holding on to the now 1/3 the size of the bait you had been hoping to use. It seems pathetically small, the 2 thin strips of jerky that are in your palm.
Right. I'm going to shift here and throw it into the well. But I'm going to try to do it not violently, like a underhead hand softball toss.
All right. The creature, of course, follows the arc because he was watching your hands. But when the jerky disappears down the well, it turns right back to look at you and hisses and flexes its tentacles as though it's going to attack you. And in its as much as you can understand the body language of carrion crawlers, it seems to say, I know what just fell down that well, and there's no way I'm chasing 2 tiny strips of beef jerky down there.
All right, I'll get out another day's ration.
Okay.
And I'll hold that in my hands and try to get its attention again. And, same thing, trying to calm it down. Like, we're all buds here. If I can read his body language, maybe he can read mine. We're all friends, just trying to stay safe.
Okay. So I guess it was a minor action to toss it down the well because it's a minor action to drop anything. So use another standard action to fish a day's rations out. Please scratch it off your character sheet. And make a nature roll for me again.
Will do. Can I add my charisma to this?
Yes, you can.
Here we go.
Excellent. All right. The tentacles kind of go into a slightly more relaxed posture. And the thing is eyeing the now more bountiful display in your palms.
All right. I'm going to move with it. I'm going to move... buddy. I'm going to move this way. Oh, no, I'll piss that guy off if I do it that way. Go here. Here.
Excellent. Okay. That's good. The carrion crawler number 1, of course, will attack Murgatroyd, who has it marked. It's going to bite at you with a 30 versus your AC. Where's my D10s at? Ooh, that's gross. 22 points of damage, Murgatroyd, as the pincing mandibles close around the plate armor on your leg, they fold the armor in. So not only is the creature biting through the armor and into your skin, the armor has now been folded too tight, and you can feel it squeezing in deep into your thigh muscle, like when something really extra heavy falls on a pair of steel-toed boots and causes the steel toe to bend and chop off somebody's toes. What was it? Oh yes, this other carrion crawler. Unfortunately for Valhalla, these things are base animal, and so he's following you until you kind of walk a little bit too far out of range, and then his attention is drawn to Murgatroyd, and he scuttles over to attack Murgatroyd.
Can I whistle as a free action?
Yes, you can. It won't affect this turn, but it might help you on your next turn, right? So you whistle, and actually, because you were actively engaged in quote-unquote distracting the enemy, I'm going to let you make a distraction roll, so you can make a charisma check right now.
Copy.
And if you succeed with a DC of 13, you will give this creature -2 to its attack against Murgatroyd. Excellent. In that case, its attack is only 24 versus Murgatroyd's armor class.
Not enough.
All right. So with your bit of a whistling heads up and distraction, Murgatroyd is able to get his shield around and between the bite attack of this other carrion crawler. Herpes, your turn with Murgatroyd on deck.
All right, it's 1 sec.
No, that was enough, Valhalla. It worked.
Sorry, I meant not enough to penetrate his AC. Not enough is what Jay said.
Murgatroyd has a ridiculously high AC.
Damn so.
He's got that magic's armor. And he's wearing full plate, whereas the rest of you guys are all in cloth, I think.
I'm the only one that has actual armor on. You guys' stuff would just be considered clothes.
Yeah, cocaine armor, man.
You're just glowing.
Yes, Herpes, your turn.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'm gonna, I don't know, kind of go in swinging, I guess, by throwing a daily at the thing right here.
All right, let her rip. 12 versus reflex is unfortunately not enough, but I think you do half damage. Here.
On a miss, he does 1 damage, and it's a d6. It would be poison damage.
1 point of poison damage to the carrion crawler. That is another kill steal for Herpes. No, I'm just kidding. He's not even bloodied yet. So Herpes hurls his chromatic orb in through the doorway, and unfortunately the randomness of your magics caused it to be poison, which has very little effect on the carrion crawler. The poison orb splashes down the back of the creature, and only a very little amount is able to penetrate and cause actual damage. Murgatroyd, your turn, unless Herpes, you're going to move.
Yeah, I'm gonna move back 1 square. Or shift, I guess.
Okay. Murgatroyd, your turn. With Vince on deck.
I'll reaping strike the dude in front of me.
Ooh, that's a hit.
And I'll mark him again.
All right. Murgatroyd swings diplomacy into the side of this creature, and finally some of the weakened shells on the exterior cause the hammer to penetrate into its guts. The dark purple of the insectoid's blood globs out, a little bit more like the consistency of Jell-O than the consistency of blood. It splats on the ground and kind of out around the hammer, leaving its disgusting dark purple streaks all over diplomacy. But that creature is now bloodied. Vince, your turn.
My turn?
Yes, Vince, your turn.
Do what I do best. Eldritch Blast.
That's a hit.
Yeah. 10 points of damage.
Excellent. The strange smell of cooking insect fills the barracks as the purple eldritch fire cascades forth from Vince's fingertips and scorches the back of the carrion crawler. You guys can hear the massive sounds of tunneling as the Bule finds its footing in the bottom of the well and begins to dig itself upwards. Elliot, your turn with Jack on deck.
I want to use my icy surface scroll.
Okay.
I want to ice up the ground here. If that's cool.
I missed your ping. Right there. Yeah, excellent. Did we decide how big of an area it covers?
Let me check. I'm just looking for it. That was a mistake. I should have looked it up before, but it came to me in a flash. As soon as you talked about the mostly I just want to any kind of bonus to my positioning strike that I can give. Oh, I don't have it. It's in with the ice scrolls that we got from that ice wizard on that boat.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to say that it is a burst 1. So
okay.
it can cover 6 squares, but they have to be in a square.
How many squares?
6 squares in total.
Okay. And then I'll action point to get another one and positioning strike.
All right. Here I will draw the icy surface.
Is 20 versus will a hit?
20 versus will on the carrion crawlers is a hit.
Awesome. So first up, it's 17 damage, and I'm going to slide it into the well. Dance around it, give it a nice slice, and pirouette it into the well.
Excellent, yeah. Elliot does just that. Pirouettes the creature, it slides, and you can hear it kind of bashing off of the sides of the well as it plummets into the darkness, and you hear the wet, splatting thwack as it hits the ground.
Oh, I thought it was going to hit the Bule, but okay.
No, the Bule tunneled through the side.
Oh, already? Man, that's fast.
Yeah, digging's what they do. Jack, your turn.
Then I'll move.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead and move.
Now I'm going to go in charge.
There you go, buddy. That's a hit.
And it is now prone.
Excellent. Somehow, with the sheer bulk and might of the Minotaur race, Jack is able to flip a centipede onto its back. So now it's doing that thing where it's kind of twisting and flailing with all of its legs to try and find purchase. Valhalla, your turn.
My turn? Okay, so this guy here is on his back.
Correct, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Right. I'm going to use compulsion on him. Sorry.
It's okay.
Got it here now. Shit. 13 versus will.
That's unfortunately not enough. The creature is just too distracted by its current predicament to listen to you.
Damn. All right. It's bumping. It's not going to be worth it, is it? Do I know?
No. Its will is higher than a 14.
That's a daily that doesn't have
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry, you're right. It is a daily. Thank you. I slide the target 5 squares at the start of its turn, and it cannot take moves on the next turn.
Beauty. It's the carrion crawler's turn.
All right, I slide him into the well.
All right, you slide this creature down the well. So as it's fighting to try and find...
Into the well he goes.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't holding down the talk button. As it's fighting to try and find purchase on the well, on the ground, its random spasms and flops cause it to eke ever closer, crushing some of the stonework and falling into the well like a slinky.
Since it's 5 squares that I get to move him, can I bounce him off the walls as he's going down?
Yes, please roll 2d10 for damage.
Sweet. Roll what for damage, sorry?
2d10. All right, Herpes, your turn. Murgatroyd on deck. I'm sorry I missed that. You were cutting out, Dave.
Sorry, I just said I was going to come into the room
Okay.
and join up with everyone. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to check up on anyone, see if they need any healing or any patching up, I guess. It's not much I can do.
Nobody looks bloodied.
I do.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
You didn't have
maybe not. No. I'm just one off.
Murgatroyd, your turn.
I will use the second win and all out defense.
All right. Vince, your turn.
I'll sit tight.
Excellent save versus the poison or the immobilization.
Another 4.
You failed again. Second failed saving throw. You can feel the poison now spreading from your lower extremities up into your torso. It clouds your mind. You are now stunned instead of immobilized.
Coup de grace.
For a refresher, stunned means you grant combat advantage, and you cannot take actions, and you cannot flank.
Ooh, nope.
So Vince just seems to be standing there with his mouth gaping open. Sublime pokes you and is like, "Hey, man!" And at that moment, unfortunately, Herpes picked an inopportune square to park himself in because the Bule comes exploding up from underneath from that exact square, attacking everyone in that diameter. So I'm going to have Herpes make a dexterity save, DC 13, to avoid being slammed back into that wall as the Bule explodes upwards, or bullet. I'm just going to start saying bullet because I like it more. All right, Herpes nimbly dances his way across the shifting ground and avoids slamming into the stonework for extra damage. However, the bullet does get to do its bursting attack. So that is a... I'm going to roll damage first, and then we'll see who gets hit and whatnot. 4. So anyone that gets hit takes 9 damage. Anyone that gets missed takes half damage, so 4. And that is this is all against AC. So it's 12 versus your AC, Herpes.
12? That's a miss.
All right. Oh my God. Sublime just gets absolutely totaled.
Sublime.
So we take 4 damage?
If it misses you, I'll get around to you. Vince, that's 14 versus your AC.
Miss.
All right, so take half damage, please. Jack, that is a 19 versus your AC.
Tied. Sorry.
Okay, so that's a miss. Take half damage. Murgatroyd, that's a 10 versus your AC. And Elliot, that's a 13 versus your AC. So its surprise attack was really only extra surprising to Sublime, who is now lying unconscious on the floor. Elliot, your turn.
I'm assuming I'm getting combat advantage from either Vince or Herpes.
Yes.
All right, well, let's end this. 30 versus AC.
That's a hit.
Okay, so 25 damage. I'll just move my sword to there, and it'll attack. 10 versus AC. I'm guessing it's not a hit.
No, the dancing sword bounces off the hard stone exterior. However, Elliot, in a crouched, roguish pose, stabs upwards with his dagger into the meaty thigh of this creature, drawing blood. The bullet is now bloodied.
Not to mention that's its attacking leg or what have you, so now every time it attacks, it's going to get hurt.
Yeah, sure. Jack, your turn.
I spin around and I take a swing. I swing while I am spinning.
18 versus its AC is unfortunately not enough. Your axe slides off the hard stone exterior of this creature. That's actually a 20 because you have combat advantage with Herpes, but still, unfortunately, 20 is not enough. You feel like this creature could just be sitting perfectly still and it would be difficult to smash at it due to the density of the shell protecting it. Valhalla, your turn.
All right. The rocks next to me, is there any that look like what's the largest one that I can pick up and still move?
What's your strength? How strong are you, Valhalla?
Not very. I have a strength of 9.
So like football sized.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Any larger than that, and your movement rate is going to be reduced.
Okay. And is there still any rocks kind of protecting around the well?
Very few, and only on this side here.
Okay. I'm going to take a football-sized rock. And I don't know if this is an illegal move or not. Actually, I can just move here and do it. Never mind. Move here, and I'm going to curl it down the well.
Perfect. Yes. You do. I'm just going to say I like that enough that it's very easy. You slide the rock across the icy surface. It bounces because the terrain is a little bit rough, but it disappears down the well, and you can hear it tuck off the sides before it slams into something hard-shelled down there. You can go ahead and give me a d6 damage for that. No, I'm going to say that rock's big enough. Give me a d10 damage for that rock.
Yeah, baby.
And just for kicks, you can add your charisma modifier to this damage.
Sweet. So 12 points of damage for curling. This is still all frozen, right?
Yes.
Very cool.
All right, you can hear the sounds of the creature down in the bottom of the well stirring as though it is trying to pull itself out of murky water and climb the stone walls, but it's having difficulty. Herpes, you're up.
He can't move anyways because of my last attack.
Oh, right. Excellent. Your daily, I forgot. Yeah, you choose where he moves.
No, that's only if I succeed. He just can't move. He's just paralyzed.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Is it a save ends on that?
No. Yeah, it's done this turn.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, Herpes, you're up. Murgatroyd on deck.
Yeah, I'm stuck in between a proverbial rock and a hard place. I'm going to have to move out of the way so I can actually attack.
All right, he will take an opportunity attack. Sniping bite at you. 24 versus your AC.
Yeah, that's it.
That's, I rolled low. 16 points of damage. As its triple rows of razor-sharp teeth carve a nasty bite out of you as you scuttle past. But you make it to the security of the exterior.
Okay, I am now bloodied. Exactly bloodied. I still got a regular attack. Do I? Or?
Yeah, you only moved, so you still have your standard and minor.
Okay. I'm gonna try, just as an experiment, I'm gonna try an acid attack against this thing.
Okay. 13 versus reflex is unfortunately not a hit, so your acid orb splashes against the stone scales that top this creature. It smolders and smokes, but does not seem to cause it any damage. Murgatroyd, your turn with Vince on deck.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. John, did it take 3 damage when it attacked?
What? Attacked?
Sorry, I thought it just attacked. Never mind.
It
I misheard.
attacked Herpes, yeah.
Yeah, did you remember to give it 3 damage when it attacked?
No, for why?
For my riposte, it takes 3 damage every time it attacks. That's my daily.
Even other people, not just you?
Yeah, anytime it attacks, period.
Perfect. Thank you for reminding me.
No problem.
Okay, Murgatroyd. Yes, you mark it.
Yeah, and then I don't know if that 21's probably not a hit, but I'll do the 3 damage.
No, 21 is not a hit. You slam diplomacy into the shell for 3 damage. Vince, your turn.
So what? I can't really do anything since I'm.
Yeah, you're stunned. So all you can really do is save versus being stunned.
Come on, another 4. 13.
Excellent. You. So I'm going to say that Vince is standing there completely transfixed. But you look down at your hand and will it to move. And little by little, slowly, your hand moves to the pouch at your belt and scoops some cocaine up on your finger. And trembling with the effort, you raise it to your face and snort it up. And then with a rush, you regain full faculty of yourself.
Sweet. I don't get any actions. Huh?
No, that's your whole turn is saved.
Okay. I'll be right back.
All right. The bullet being marked by Murgatroyd will turn thunderously on its four gigantic pod feet, stomping at the ground, causing the rotten flagstones to crush under its sheer bulk and menace. And, oh my god, it critically failed. So in its little titty two-step tap dance, it falls into its own hole sideways like a dog rolling over to have its tummy scratched and exposes its soft underbelly to Elliot, whose turn it is.
Aha! I'll plunge my dagger down into its underbelly. For a 19 versus AC.
I'm going to say that due to the circumstances, that is a hit.
For 21 damage.
Excellent. You sink your blood silver weapon straight up to the hilt in the soft underbelly, slightly overcompensating because you've been striking at the hard upper shell and not prepared for how easy it will be to penetrate the softer flesh underneath. Warm mammal, I think it's a mammal. It's a mammal in my world. Warm mammalian blood flows up around the hilt of the dagger and coats your hand and sleeve. Jack.
I make an operation pun. And my dancing sword will attack.
Oh, yes, please. It was already bloodied. I was just being extra descriptive. Unfortunately, 11 doesn't hit. The sword failed to compensate for the altitude adjustment of the bullet now lying half in hole and misses. Jack, your turn.
Casting Astral Seal. Oh. No, I'm not.
Okay, make a religion check, please, Jack. DC 16. So unfortunately, you falter in your prayer to call down divine guidance and astral seal this creature and call out your god by another name. Your god takes offense to this, and you can no longer use astral seal for the rest of this encounter. Valhalla, your turn.
All right. I'm going to once again curl a rock down the well.
Excellent. Yes, you do so with ease. Another D10 damage, please.
Do I add my charisma mod?
Yes. Nice one. You hear the crunch of the stone hitting the carrion crawler that's deep into the well, and you feel the smug sense of self-satisfaction that you get when you bloody a creature.
Dang, son. All right, cool. And as my minor, who's the most bloody now? I believe it's Herpes.
Yeah, it's hard to see. Herpes is just kind of at the edge of your vision outside of the door there, but you definitely saw a big bite getting taken out of Herpes when he was fleeing.
All right.
Not fleeing. Tactically retreating, right, Dave?
Advancing in the opposite direction.
Is this you? Sorry, I get confused by that. No, sorry, you're over here, right?
Yeah, that's Herpes outside.
Sorry, Herpes, I can't reach you over there.
All good, no worries.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna stay here. And it's a standard to be throwing these rocks down, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay where I'm at.
All right. You hear the carrion crawler begin to scuttle his way up the side of the well now that your spell effect has released its grip on him.
Wasn't he immobilized, though?
I thought that was an effect of your daily.
No, he was I immobilized him, but he was something beforehand. He already had a status on him.
A prone. He was prone before.
Oh, I see.
However, his movement rate only means that he can just get to the lip of the well, so you can see his head and tentacles peer out of the top of the well. However, the rest of him is still underground. Herpes, your turn with Murgatroyd on deck.
Okay, I'm gonna try again with my acid attack on the bullet there.
Excellent. It is half buried and displaying its underbelly, so you have combat advantage against it. Ooh.
Still, it's gonna be a miss.
Yes, unfortunately, 7 is a miss. In your panic and your incredulity at the size and bulk of this creature, never having seen something that to you looks like an armored elephant that can tunnel through the ground, your acid orb goes wide and splashes harmlessly on the flagstones. Murgatroyd, you're up with Vince on deck.
I'll smash it.
That
Overhand,
that's a hit.
and then I'll mark it. That's it.
All right. Diplomacy arcs overhand and slams into this creature. You can hear some of its ribs snap and internal organs liquefy from the force of Murgatroyd's blow. Vince, you're up.
If I move here, do I get combat advantage for being adjacent?
To Murgatroyd, yes.
Plow. Crit fail.
No way.
I gotta throw my trident in the trash.
Please make a secondary attack roll against Murgatroyd.
He probably didn't grab the trident. He grabbed like an actual broom.
Yeah, that's a much better idea. I'm not going to
Crit
make
success.
you attack Murgatroyd because you guys are buddies.
Okay.
Because you have.
Oh, that wasn't a crit success.
So I will say that yes, I like Jay's idea better. So you come up with what you thought was your trident in your hand, but in your befuddled and cocaine-enhanced state, you did actually just grab an old broom that was on the floor and sweep harmlessly at the underside of the bullet.
Nice.
Sweep my curling rocks.
All right, the bullet's turn with Elliot on deck. So the bullet will right itself on its turn, so it is no longer prone. And due to the marking, will attack Murgatroyd. Ooh, that is a critical success for Murgatroyd. So 25 points of damage, Murgatroyd, as the gigantic mouth closes around your entire body, you being a dwarf of slightly smaller stature. So it's like top row of teeth is at your throat, and the other one is slashing through your shin armor. So yeah, you guys stare in horror as Murgatroyd pretty much disappears into the mouth of this gigantic beastie. Elliot, your turn.
I don't get combat advantage for Vince being there, and I can't shift around him to the rubble here, right?
Correct. You cannot shift into difficult terrain. And you do not get combat advantage for Mitch's current position.
Okay. Then I'll repot. 23 versus AC.
That's a hit.
Awesome. 11 damage.
Excellent. So Murgatroyd gets chomped up into the mouth of this thing, and Elliot, reaching over to help free his friend, steadies his hand against the side of the bullet's face and drives the bloodsteel dagger deep into the creature's eye. You can feel a moment of resistance as you connect with the skull of the creature, but the bloodsteel dagger, being magically honed and sharpened, pierces through and stabs into the brain. The bullet goes limp. However, the weight of it still keeps Murgatroyd pinned into the mouth of the bullet. But it's dead now.
Don't suppose it was blooded.
No, it was not blooded. Jack, your turn.
You do get the 10 hit points and the +2 damage for killing someone too.
Cool.
Valhalla shouts something awesome about Elliot and gives you a little buff.
I guess I'm swinging.
Against the bullet? The bullet's dead.
Oh. I missed that.
Did you guys hear me describe the bullet dying?
I did.
Okay. That's
important. I poked it in the eye real hard.
You could pull Murgatroyd from its jaws, or go attack that carrion crawler, which is sticking head and shoulders out of the well?
I'm going for the carrion crawler, and I'm going to smack it back down like a whack-a-mole.
I like it.
Or not.
No, unfortunately, even with this creature's technically prone position, because it's lower than you, your blow glances harmlessly off of the hard shell exterior, the almost natural helmet of the carrion crawler. Valhalla, your turn. Herpes, you go after the carrion crawler.
Sorry, wrong button. I keep curling.
You heave another rock into it? Okay, this time you're going to have to make an attack, so it's a ranged basic attack to hit it.
Okay. I've never played a ranged character. What is it again? Dex?
Yeah, so it's Dex mod plus half level.
Oh, jeez.
Because you've been curling this whole time with charisma, I'm going to say that... I know, you'll do your charisma mod to the damage, but still to hit it, it's going to be Dex mod plus half level. And because of the armor class you're looking at, you're going to need a 20 to hit this thing.
Dang. I'm guessing that doesn't do it.
No, a 7 does not. You slide the rock, but now that the creature is out of the well, the rock kind of bumps harmlessly against its shell and skitters away towards the now fallen bullet. The carrion crawler will fully extricate itself from the well and attack the Minotaur with a tentacle whip. 17 versus your fortitude, Jack.
Misses.
So the slimy poison glances off the side of you, but you come from hardier stock and you are unaffected. Herpes, you're up. Murgatroyd is next.
Okay, I'm gonna spice it up a little bit and try and use my lightning strike against my lightning strike against the carrion crawler.
All right. 20 versus reflex is a hit. Nice one.
And that's 9 points of damage.
Excellent. So a blast of lightning rips out of Herpes' hand and scuttles up the side of the carrion crawler, causing its shell to crack and burn in several places, leaving this nasty scent of burning carrion crawler.
And target squares takes +2 lightning damage.
Who would you like to target?
The bullet there.
All right. The lightning arcs off of the carrion crawler and hits the bullet, who has expired. But I'm going to say that the lightning causes its body to spasm and the jaws relax, and Murgatroyd rolls out.
You're welcome.
Vince, your turn with Elliot on deck.
Well, I guess I'll pick up my fucking actual trident then. And can I make an attack still?
Yeah. Unfortunately, 14 is not enough to hit the reflex of this creature. Your Eldritch Blast cascades harmlessly off of the side of the carrion crawler. Elliot, your turn.
Ugh. 16 versus AC, not enough.
No, Elliot whips around, and the change of target has caused him to miss.
Too close to the ice. And 14 versus AC, not enough.
Likewise, the dancing sword is a little jet-lagged in its trip from behind Elliot to the carrion crawler, and it unfortunately misses. Jack, you're up with Valhalla on deck.
I'm just going to keep on trying to smack.
That's a hit. Yikes.
And Murgatroyd can get +1 to AC until the end of my next turn.
Yes, Murgatroyd, you do go after Herpes, but Herpes hasn't gone yet this turn. Did we skip over you on the last turn? That's quite possible.
Just when he blasted it with lightning, I was in its mouth. I was just wondering if I was like just stuck in his mouth or something.
Yes, we're gonna say that for the sake of story, I missed your turn, but you were stuck in its mouth, so you couldn't get.
That was fine.
Excellent. Okay, Juliet's gone down, so I have to start being a little more quiet. All right, so Jack, when Jack hits, he hits. That scored a serious blow against the carrion crawler, snapping parts of its shell go flying into the air, pinwheel style. and the nasty, thick, jello viscosity blood gloops out and falls to the floor. Valhalla, your turn.
All right. I don't know what I want to do now. Am I at a disadvantage to walk over this ice?
If you try and move more than 2 squares across that ice, so in order to close with this thing, you have to make a dex check or you'll fall prone.
Dang. Yeah, I don't want any of that. I'm just gonna keep curling for now. Actually, no, wait. I'll do a vicious mockery.
Attaboy. Oh,
That's a hit.
Yeah, 20 versus will.
Do you have an insult prepared for this creature?
I try to mimic the sounds that it's been making and try to call it something just kind of off of. Basically, I'm barking at a dog. 8 points of damage, and it takes a -2 to all attack rolls to the end of my next turn.
Excellent. Yeah, whatever you seem to scutter at this thing has an effect because it is visibly wounded by your vicious mockery. And it is the carrion crawler's turn. It will again attempt to attack Jack. But it only gets a 12 versus your AC with the vicious scorn from Valhalla, causing it extra minuses. Herpes, your turn.
Okay. What? I'm going to taunt an enemy to get their attention.
All right. How would you like to taunt this creature to try and get its attention?
Sure, I'll just hurl witty insults at it or something.
All right. So that would be I guess, intimidate. Or if you're trying to be witty insults, it'd be more like a charisma-based skill, so like bluff.
I'll take it. I have a +10 on bluff.
Yeah, your insult is particularly witty. Unfortunately, its tiny little bug mind, it has extremely low intelligence, is not drawn to your insults. It is more concerned with the pressing threat at hand. Murgatroyd. Speaking of pressing threat, Murgatroyd.
I'll hit it. And then I'll mark it.
Super effective.
Right. All right. So, Murgatroyd pulls himself raggedly to his feet after being expelled from the mouth of the bullet, with the grim look that you all know on Murgatroyd's face to mean I've had enough of this bullshit. He whips diplomacy around, crashing it into the skull of the carrion crawler, causing it to split in half. The purplish bloody goo barfs out of the mouth, and the eyes go dim as the creature falls limp at Murgatroyd's feet.
I guess for my move, I'll go peek in the well.
There's a dead carrion crawler at the bottom of the well.
Are we still in combat? Or can I heal?
We are out of combat. As you all kind of take a moment and no more creatures appear, you breathe a sigh of relief, and the ice on the ground turns to mist and begins to evaporate.
I will examine carrion crawler to see if I can get material for potions and whatnot.
I like it. Make an Arcana check. No, there are no usable parts from a carrion crawler.
Did he go down the well to check that?
No, there's a dead one up here.
I will
okay.
then inspect the bullet.
Once again, an Arcana check. No, unfortunately, there's no usable parts on this bullet for any of your rituals.
I'm going to look at this bullet, and now that my life is not in danger, I'm going to see what kind of hide it looks like it has and just get a better look for this thing.
Excellent. The skin underneath the very, very hard, like rock hard shell that grows on the top and the lower mandible of this creature is very tough and leathery, like the side of a cow or of some other kind of large land mammal. Where you can see Elliot's dagger has sliced through it in a few places. The skin is quite thick, as well as it changes color the closer it gets to the surface, indicating that the skin density increases. So this thing is a tough, tough creature. The shells on the outside are grown into the skin, much like fingernails. So yes, it's quite possibly edible. You're not sure how it would taste. And if you wanted to try and remove the shell, the plates, this is a thing that could also happen, but it would take time.
Yeah, I was gonna say to all the guys, if any of you would be down for maybe splurging and trying to make some armor out of this thing, or what do you guys thought?
Not my style, baby. Dead bugs as a costume doesn't translate too well on stage, if you know what I mean.
No, but wearing the skull of your enemies, I thought did.
Yeah, I heard that Dante guy did something like that.
I'm going to examine rock piles to see if I can figure out why Carrion Crawler was crawling in rock.
I'm going to put my gauntlets on and climb on down the well.
Okay, you find what you can only assume is the nest of the carrion crawler in this rock pile. Actually, I forgot. Not this rock pile. The other rock pile is where the nest is. In your exploration of this rock pile, Jack, you find that there is a large portion of it in this corner that is fake. The rocks are actually just hollow pieces of wood carved to be shaped like rock, and they're quite light, and you can easily move them aside to reveal a trapdoor underneath.
Nice, Jack.
Of course I remove them.
Excellent, yeah, you just can do it with the side of your foot. Valhalla, you scuttle down the well with the aid of your magical gauntlets, meaning you do not fall. You find yourself on top of a dead carrion crawler, which is now taking up the entirety of the bottom of the well. There is, however, a 4-foot diameter, roughly cut hole that goes up on an angle leading from the bottom of the well to where the bullet emerged to surprise attack those guys.
Is there anything underneath the guy?
He is enormous, and he's taking up the entire well, so there's no real way for you to dig around the carrion crawler. You'd have to hook some ropes to him and get your buddies to help you pull him up and out.
Can I use my Morning Star as a lever?
Morningstar is not really a good lever because the handle is short and then it's chain and a ball. So
No, that's the Morning Star is more like a mace.
challenge.
Huh, in Googling it, I get both.
Yeah, me too.
Player's Handbook 1, I think, shows it like that.
There's some weird pictures if you Google Morningstar. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
You are correct. In the player's handbook, it is a long shaft with a metal spiky ball on the end. So if it's up to you. It can be in either way, shape, or form you would like. So in that case, yes, you can use it as a bit of a lever. However, the creature is so big and bulky that it still takes up the entirety of the bottom of the well. You get a glimpse maybe of the fetid water that was underneath it before.
Nothing that looks like a magical card underneath it?
No.
Can I, do I sense any magic down here?
No.
Alright, I'm gonna go up bullet shaft.
Okay. You climb up. The bullet is kind of lying half over the hole, so you have to crawl out of it, but it's not difficult.
Let us examine this trapdoor, is it?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
There may be something of use in here.
What's is this just a closet down here, John?
Yes, it is an empty closet.
Nothing in there.
I'm going to spend a healing surge.
Okie doke.
And this
If
door.
you
over
are
here-
going to do that, let me give you bonus.
Okay.
And that door is locked,
Yes.
but it doesn't
Yes.
lead outside.
You're not sure. You cannot see daylight through any of the cracks around the door.
I can motion to Elliot that we have a trap door over
Yeah.
here.
Just saying, we found some other stuff not through trapdoors, but I'm with you.
Just that we don't want to open it because there may be a trap.
I'll inspect it for traps. Good thinking, Margaret.
thievery perception.
That is
on
bonus
the-
healing.
+8 to my thievery?
Yeah, why not?
No,
Oh,
the
that's
+8
healing.
is the healing surge.
Oh. 27's enough. No, you cannot detect any traps on this trapdoor.
There's like 400 traps. Murgatroyd, go first. I'll open it up.
Excellent. You open it up to reveal a staircase descending into a murky-smelling room, and you catch the whiff of dog pee.
More gnolls.
Perhaps this is where that other door went to. The one that we were examining in the other building?
That other... Wait, in the temple one where all the gnolls were?
Yes, there was one door that went up, and we did not open it, but perhaps it went to here.
No, we opened it. It went to outside.
Oh.
But
Well, this is another one.
somebody with dark vision should go in first in case it's dark.
I'll hop down.
Okay, sorry. Okay, Murgatroyd, you hop down, and when you're down there, following the staircase. Now, sorry, I'm just a little distracted by that picture. You hop down, descending in the staircase. The smell of dog pee grows stronger. You see a murky pool dominating a large section of this room, and a faint blue glow of a fiery circle of runes carved. You then start to recognize this as, yes, one of the rooms from before.
Good eye, Jack.
You, being a clever dwarf, put two and two together and realized that when you were breaking into the other entrance to the old Minotaur temple and you got flanked by the gnolls, they must have come out from this trapdoor to flank you guys, and then when you scared them off, they must have fled back through here.
So we'll go inspect the other things that Elliot found.
Excellent. Yes, this door is locked and feels to be very heavy. Elliot gets down on his knees and inserts his lockpicks into the old rusty lock, jiggling and twisting and twerking away with his tools. Unfortunately, after 15 minutes, he is unable to open it.
Does it appear to be a door or a closet?
It appears to be a door, a very large set of double doors.
In that 50 minutes, can I have peeked down in the sinkholes?
Yes, the sinkholes lead to inky blackness down below. Even your dwarven dark vision cannot penetrate to the depths of this large sinkhole from where the bullet first emerged. This other sinkhole goes down, you guess maybe about 30 feet, and you can see the disgusting, slimy nest of where the carrion crawler probably was living.
Jack attacks door.
All right. All of a sudden, Elliot, while you're down there concentrating on this lock, Jack begins slamming into the door with his axe, the rotten wood flaking away easily under the blows of his might.
I'll back up and say thanks for the heads up.
Can I help him out?
Yes, all right. The two of you begin whacking and smashing away at this the rotten wood doors. They, after scant minutes, grant you access to the space beyond.
To the what?
To the space beyond.
I thought you said stadium, and I was very confused.
No. You can see now that you bust open the doors. You guys should be able to see through there now.
I can't.
You can't?
No.
Oh, yes. Hang
No.
on. I forgot. This is my bad. You blow open the doors to reveal the collapsed outer wall of the barracks. So now that you have knocked down the door, you can see faint glimpses of daylight. This was once a room, one of the back buildings of the barracks, but it has collapsed in completely on itself and is impassable.
Let's see.
How steady does that wall look?
The collapsed room? So it's like this part of the barracks.
Okay. And we have not yet gone into this part yet, have we?
No, you did. You're currently standing in this part. and then this back room, this third of the barracks, is completely collapsed.
Damn. Maybe I'm gonna check the closet for any like hidden compartments or anything. Maybe check the rest of those rubble piles to see if the carrion found any treasure and hid it for whatever reason to build a nest, or if there are any more of those trapdoors.
Excellent. I'm assuming you're all doing likewise?
Yeah, I'll check out the piles.
I'll check out the beds.
I'm just
Perfect.
standing around.
Making
No,
small talk
feeling
with
so hot.
herpes.
Yeah.
I'm checking on Sublime.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of slapping and some water, but you manage to get Sublime to come around. That was a devastating blow to Sublime. The bullet got a crit success against him, so it was almost enough
on
to
that?
reduce him. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say on that bullet back there before we came down, if it had teeth, and if any of them were not too badly banged up, I would have taken some out because I want to make a necklace, like string them through and make a necklace out of it as a trophy.
Okay, it is not easy to do that. The teeth, most of them are intact, and it has dozens of them, at least 3 rows of teeth, like a shark. But they don't come out easy. So while the rest of the party is kind of searching around the room, Herpes has got his dagger out and he's hacking away at the gums of this creature, trying to free the teeth properly. You can go ahead and roll 3d12, Herpes, and that's how many teeth you successfully pry from this creature without breaking them. The rest of the searchers find nothing.
Damn. And this is just extra, right? There's no actual wall or anything here?
Yeah, sorry, I just revealed extra there.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
You shouldn't be able to walk through it, if that helps.
Nope.
Right on. Should we, what do you guys think? Spiders or orcs?
Or maybe something's at the bottom of this freaking well.
Let's do let's get them all.
Carrion crawler there.
Let's do them in order. I don't want to get my orcs mixed up with my spiders and my crawlers.
I think I'd say spiders for now.
I would rather just like keep exploring this well.
I want to go home.
I say we should risk the spiders since there was magic coming from down the hill.
Yeah, just Grogfest. Just leave.
Yeah.
Your family will understand if you take them all to Grogfest.
I want to play video games.
All right.
Valhalla, you really want to try and like haul that thing up and check the well for something?
I've already looked underneath it. I didn't mean the well. I meant to just keep exploring this area.
The barracks or this like the top area?
Well, just the barracks and kind of like looking for more, I don't know, secret passageways and stuff like you were talking about.
Okay.
There's holes in everything down here, you know, and if they've got nests and stuff.
That's true. I'll put you guys back in that room. Blink. The larger sinkhole, the one that the bullet first emerged from, disappeared deep into the darkness, even beyond Murgatroyd's dark vision, so you could climb down there.
I know a little bit about carriers. Do I know if they're like known for hoarding or for taking or for like, you know, kind of like collecting trinkets?
Who here is familiar with magics?
This guy.
No, as far as you know, carrion crawlers aren't attracted to shiny things. They just want to eat food. And if there's anything in the nests, no, there's nothing, because they can dissolve bone and hair and teeth and everything.
Okay, so probably no card. Yeah, I looked for magic down the well. I didn't sense anything. I can like try these holes, I guess.
I think it's likely that there's just nothing in here, unfortunately.
I agree. but I just want to I know sometimes a dungeon's just a dungeon with monsters, but and especially since they're wild, but this would be the first room we've encountered in a long time that didn't have anything in it.
Yeah.
And you got those crazy gloves. You may as well try. Just grab the light before you go.
Yeah, I'm just afraid of more bullets.
Well, if you run into more,
give us the signal. Just yell, and we'll hop down.
All right. First, I'll see if there's any arcana coming from this hole.
All right.
Arcana. It's a 10. Oh!
Damn, I always
This is how we do it.
I always like to give up something sweet on a crit success. Unfortunately, there really is no arcana to be detected here.
That's okay. Because the cards are magic, right?
Yes, the cards are magic.
We're looking for cards. If I really don't sense any magic in this area on what Graham knows as a crit, I'll take that.
John, maybe it'd be appropriate to expand his search because of the crit, to expand it to like the whole house. So maybe if there is something here, then he detects it somewhere in the vicinity.
Yeah, I like that. That works. So Valhalla begins singing his bardic song, which attunes him to magics. Just out of curiosity, do you have a name for your song of detecting magic, Valhalla?
My detecting arcana song.
You can work on that.
It's going to be something like I Wanna Arcana.
Okay, I like it. So the room being bare, as I said before, and having the echo properties of a bare room with blank stone walls, the song reverberates around the entire remains of the barracks, and the only magical residue that you detect through your vocalization is coming from your party members.
Very good.
One of us.
Song name is Lady Arcana, Baby You Know I Wanna.
Awesome. That's a great song name. Oh, Herpes.
No Arcana in here, boys. I'm getting some strong feelings of nilch. There is nothing kind of getting my little prickly little sensors going.
Okay, let's go somewhere else. My vote is spiders, but that's just me.
Jack also likes spiders. I have
Spiders
many
stop.
snakes.
Excellent. You guys find yourself once again on the top of the moraine here, the area known as the Dragon's Roost, where the temple and the other remaining ruined buildings are.
Had we been to this building?
So
No.
is it like a treacherous climb to get down into that forest, or is it a slope, or?
The climb is not treacherous, so it's not steep. However, it is overgrown, so it will be slow going as you hack your way through this non-natural forest. Those of you with Fey experience, like Vince and Elliot and Hatim, but he's not here, recognize these woods as having definite Fey influence.
Do I recognize it from it's just looking faggy?
Yes, it definitely looks like nasty, hippie, gross fagginess.
I have like Fey experience, but they're not good experiences.
So yes, Murgatroyd looks at it and is very reluctant to go in there. In the in the audience, in Murgatroyd's mind, all the black people are saying, "Oh no, don't go in there! Don't go in there, man!"
Aww.
Racism. Check.
Okay, well, let's go in there.
Before we go there,
Just a second.
which direction will we be going? We could go here, we could go there, over there, or we could possibly go over to here.
Well, I mean, there's a path. We can maybe follow it.
The path will bring us to here, then down here, or to the garden, before we can get to here and here.
Yeah, I think where we're gonna end up is gonna sort of reveal itself when we get in there. So I'd say follow the path, follow the overgrown path, and you know, something will happen that'll guide us.
Excellent. So standing as you guys are on your vantage point, you can see this tower poking up through here, and identify it as a bell tower. You can see the open top area. Just a second, let me see. It might actually be completely smashed. Nope. It looks like it is half of a bell tower. So you can assume it was a bell tower.
Like a monastery bell tower, or like a warning, like the citizens of an attack bell tower.
Well, this place is one gigantic type of monastery, so odds are good it's more like a monastic bell tower than warning any kind of citizens, as the only village is the one at the bottom of the hill here. It could, however, serve double purpose. You know, a bell is a bell is a bell is a bell.
Gotcha.
Did we ever...
I lost you there, Dave. Did we ever what?
Sorry. Did we ever get a good look at what this or that actually are? Or did we just look at it and not even think?
No, you did get a good look. This one here is just a regular tower along this wall. However, this one is quite large and appears to be a more dominant watchtower. And it is the one that was radiating the strange and chaotic magic that you sensed before.
All right, well, let's head that way.
All right. You hack and hew your way along the path towards the ruins of what you guys assume is the bell tower.
I will offer up prayers to my dark lady, the Raven Queen, for protection on our journey. And apologies for rolling so terribly.
Excellent. Yes, once you kind of get out into the light of day and you set it straight, you have regained use of your astral seal. Okay.
I feel like I should apologize some more, because it's happened a few times now.
If anyone should be apologizing, it's Vince for that display.
Yeah.
Not enough coke.
Yeah.
It must be the only explanation. All right.
Getting coked up for the next one.
Are you really? Because you can if you want to get coked up again, Vince. I'll scratch off the appropriate amount of bumps, and you can give yourself plus $5 your stats again.
I'll wait if we hit another encounter.
Excellent. We are going to quasi hit another encounter, and then we're going to actually wrap it up for the night here, ending a little bit early tonight. So you hack and hew your way through the tangled, fey-infested woodland, and as you reach the base of the tower, you lose sight of the tower as you're following the path, and as you reach the base of it, finding it, you actually burst open onto a small clearing, and almost simultaneously as whoever's in the lead, who is in the lead, just out of curiosity?
Probably me, because I would be chopping at the brush to clear a path.
This is if you can at all avoid it, Dave, this is not a great time to leave. I'm about to end the game. Nope, he's gone. Okay. In that case, Jack, yes, you hack your way through the vines. They fall. You see a pale and slender figure with long silver hair fleeing through the dark grove, her desperate footfalls making hardly a whisper. Behind her, on either side, two gigantic feline monsters pursue her in eerie silence toward the ruined bell tower. Their black, six-legged forms are hard to focus on clearly. Spiny tentacles whip forward from the back of one of these beasts and lash the fleeing figure, who drops with an agonizing shriek just as she reaches the safety of the ruined bell tower. A rustle at the top of the tower at the approaching of these creatures signals that a nest of flying sturges has awakened to the scent of fresh blood on the ground. The tentacled beasts move in for the kill, and the swarm of sturges fly down from the top of the tower to drain blood from both the cats and their Eladrin victim. And that's where we're going to end for tonight. We'll begin next week at the beginning of this encounter.
Dave, you missed something.
Yeah. The climax. Sorry, I had to go pee. What'd I miss?
There's somebody in the shop. You gotta go save that lady. It won't be dangerous at all.
There's a lady?
Yeah, Herpes steps. He took a few steps off the path.
All in
and
white.
he's coming back, readjusting his robes after having to step away to pee. He looks up and says, "What did I miss?" And he sees beyond the two large feline predators descending on the semi-conscious Eladrin woman. And we'll begin next game at the top of this encounter.
All right, I'm going to use a healing surge now before I forget.
Yes, please do.
And I'll get coked up.
Please do.
Can we use healing surges when it's not?
Technically, Herpes used his healing surge while you guys were walking down the path.
Are we in an encounter? Like, when I start Roll20 next time, am I rolling initiative?
Yes.
In that case, can I healing surge as well?
Yes. I'm assuming you guys took a short rest before you started to descend this path.
Yeah.
Anyone that wants it, I will give a bonus to your surge.
Perfect. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Excellent.
Good game, good game.
Thanks for coming out, guys. Sorry, we're wrapping up a little early tonight, but
No worries.
feel like I gotta go downstairs.
That's cool.
No problem.
Cool.
All right, take care, fellas, and we'll see you next week.
Alright, later.
See you, man.